You did everything right, you were kind, you showed up on time, you replied fast, made her laugh, made her feel seen, you thought, this is how it's supposed to go. And yet, she faded. Quietly, like mist in the morning sun, no big argument. No clear reason, just distance. Now you're stuck in your head, staring at your phone, waiting for a text that used to come fast, but now never arrives. You're asking yourself, what did I do wrong? But the truth is far darker than you'd expect. You didn't do something wrong, you simply became too easy to figure out. Scene shift, narration deepens. Here's what most men never understand: a woman's desire isn't logical. It's psychological. She doesn't crave what's in front of her, she craves what confuses her, what makes her think, what makes her wonder. When a man becomes too emotionally accessible, when he's always there, always replying, always available like the sun at noon, her subconscious relaxes, she stops guessing, and with that, the emotional spark fades into routine, not because you weren't good enough, but because you weren't uncertain enough. Flashback scene, emotionally evocative tone. In the beginning, she felt something, not just attention, not just validation, she felt mystery. She didn't know where she stood. She wasn't sure how deeply you felt, and in that subtle emotional tension, she found herself thinking about you, even when you weren't around. She replayed your words in her mind, she analyzed your silences, she felt a low, buzzing uncertainty, and it made her feel alive. But when you gave her too much clarity, when you stopped being an emotional puzzle and became a fully solved equation, her mind stopped running wild, and her heart followed. Core message, masculine psychology, Stoic insight. Here's the brutal truth: attraction needs uncertainty to breathe, just like a fire needs air, a woman's desire needs space. If she knows what you're going to say, if she knows how you'll react, if she knows she can have you any moment she wants, then the craving dies, not because she's shallow, but because the human mind doesn't chase what it already possesses, especially not the feminine mind. Storytelling, the masculine man she can't figure out. She's met him before, the man who doesn't rush, who listens more than he speaks, who disappears, not to play games, but because he's at peace in his own world. He doesn't explain himself, he doesn't fight for validation, he doesn't bend just to keep her attention, and yet, she thinks about him more than anyone else, because she can't quite understand him. There's something unspoken in his silence, something attractive in his detachment, something masculine in his unpredictability. He isn't chasing her, and somehow that makes her chase him. Shift, psychological truth revealed. This doesn't mean you have to be cold, it doesn't mean you ghost her, play games, or act toxic. It means you stop being too easy to read. It means you become a man with depth, a man who isn't afraid of emotional space, a man who values his own silence more than her validation. Because craving doesn't come from attention, it comes from emotional imbalance. A feeling that something's missing. And she needs more of it. That's what you used to be. Until you started trying too hard to prove your worth, and in doing so, you erased the very tension that made her drawn to you in the first place. Closing, powerful masculine advice: if you want her to crave you, don't give her all the answers. Be the man who listens more than he speaks. Be the one who isn't afraid of being misunderstood. Be the one who can sit in silence while her mind fills the gaps. Because a man she understands brings comfort, but a man she can't figure out, he becomes her obsession, not because he plays games, but because he lives in his own world, and she's dying for an invitation.